Hola amigos, what is up? This is TalesFirewaga and welcome to Let's Play Yoshi's Woolly World. Oh boy. You guys probably saw this one was coming actually because well, for starters, today I uploaded a quality test of the Elgato HD60 doing some Yoshi's Woolly World capture, but I figure it's time to actually play this game. Now, Yoshi's Woolly World, it's actually going to be two options here, classic mode or mellow mode. I'm going to play in classic mode because that's kind of how the game is supposed to be played, but more than just that, mellow mode is just kind of the beginner friendly mode, and I've played this game before, so I don't need the beginner friendliness. Let's get going then. So Yoshi's Woolly World, I guess I can say something about it. Some people had actually kind of gotten my expectations for this game low because they said, oh, it's not that good, and considering Yoshi's new island, it wasn't that good. I got kind of scared, but this game is actually really good, so life here for the Yoshi clan is nothing but peaceful and leisurely. Or rather, it had been until there's a truck in the background or a bus of some kind, which is always great. The old 7 a.m. bus. Better off taking the bus. Hello, you little Yoshis. Sorry to drop in so suddenly, but I need to turn all of you into yarn. Oh, well, I mean, you could have asked please first, but oh, god. Oh, wow, okay. Kamex here not screwing around. Really not. Everyone becomes yarn. How about nobody becomes yarn and we just say that we become yarn instead? I love that one Yoshi too, he's just chilling out until he's turned into yarn. There, this should be plenty. Well, I'd better get back. Toodles! But we've still got a couple of Yoshis here though. We've still got two of them. And they're gonna save the world. Come on, do some world saving. Yeah, that's quite enough. I've had it with you annoying Yoshis, which is why I killed you all. And Kamek got away at the end. No. Kamek's actually gonna start flying, but he's gonna drop a couple of these pieces of wool all around the world. He's bloating, but he doesn't really realize that he's dropping shit everywhere, but whatever. I guess I shouldn't be cursing because A, it's 7 a.m. and B, this is a pleasant, peaceful game. As Kamek flies away, he drops a handful of yarn. A rather important Yoshi meeting is held. What do we do to save the others? We need to get that yarn back. Hurry, after that naughty trickster. Aw man, another Grand Yoshi begins. Or Grand Yoshi Adventure, I guess. I didn't know there was more than one Grand Yoshi Adventure. I didn't even realize we had the budget for it, but let me move up a bit for some Yoshi's Woolly World. So, this first level, which you guys probably saw in the quality test as well, is going to give you a very good idea as to what this game is about. Now, I'm going to be going for all of the Wonder Wool in this stage, and all of the flowers in each stage. And both of those are important because the Wonder Wool... Well, actually, I'd rather not spoil it. It's been 5 minutes since I've started this recording, so let's actually get to the gameplay. Like Yoshi in the left-hand side. Oh, that's great. I've also got Miiverse posts on too, so who knows, maybe we'll see something funny. So, Yoshi's Woolly World is... Well, if you've ever played Yoshi's Island for the Super Nintendo, this game is very similar. It's a 2D platformer in which you control Yoshi. His abilities are pretty much the same as they were in the original Yoshi's Island. And throughout each stage there's a plethora of collectibles, including these little beads that you can collect, but also including things like Wonder Wool and Happy Flowers. Both of which are going to be proving to be very important later on, but for now, they're not necessarily the priority. I mean, I just said that I would be collecting all the flowers and all the Wonder Wool, but if you're playing this game casually, you don't really need to go out of your way for it. And I guess to be fair, that all works out, because this game actually does have a lot of really good options for those just trying to play the game casually. It's very good in that department. More importantly, what's good is launching this yarn ball. So, in case you didn't notice, Yoshi does have the ability to launch eggs, or rather these yarn balls, at enemies instead. Like in the original Yoshi's Island, you can only carry around 6 of them. But, you know, they're good. You can swat enemies away with them, you can uncover hidden platforms or winged clouds with them. So it's all good. It's all good. There's also these helpful little blocks here as well. I believe they only show up in just a couple of levels, really. Like, they're here to kind of lull you into that, oh, this is Yoshi's Island kind of false sense of security, but you don't really see them that often in this game. So let's collect some of these beads. Got 10 out of 20 of the stamps as well. As you collect very specific beads on the map, you actually will get these Miiverse stamps as well. The Miiverse stamps really not useful at all. They don't really unlock anything in-game other than, well, Miiverse stamps. I mean, if you feel like stamping Yoshis or Monty Moles everywhere, I mean, I guess that's fine. You also may have noticed the checkpoints here. Quite cute. And we can go down this nice, lovely green pipe to get to some winged clouds. So, I guess I don't really need to talk about the control of this game too much, because if you've played Yoshi's Island, you probably know how to control this game. I actually think that because this game is, you know, on the Wii U, it does have a slightly different control scheme compared to Yoshi's Island for the Super Nintendo. I believe in the original Yoshi's Island, because I haven't actually played the Super Nintendo version, used B to jump, but here it's A. Though I think you can set it to be in the options. There are control settings in this game. Just in case you were curious. There's no FOV sliders in this game. I want to go back down here actually. I don't know if I missed something. I did not. Okay, cool. Good to know. It helps to, you know, check around to make sure you're not missing anything. I'm not going to make the same mistake I did in the test recording. I'm going to do this right. We got a nice, lovely, happy flower here. Not like the happy flower we're actually trying to find, but... Oop, speaking of stuff to find, what's in here? It's another Wonder Wool. So the purpose of the Wonder Wool is actually going to become apparent later on, probably at the end of this stage, actually. Now, one of the things is, for those of you who are used to the original Yoshi's Island, you may be thinking, oh, if I collect all the happy flowers, I'm going to get a 1-up. And that's not true in this game. There actually are no lives. This game actually is one of those kind of games that just death is more or less a slap on the wrist. So you don't need to worry about dying in this stage. If you do actually die, you get sent back to the checkpoint. All the collectibles you have collected up to that point do kind of get reset, so sometimes it is better to collect everything and then hit the checkpoint to kind of cash in on things, but not really necessary. If you're playing casually, death is a slap on the wrist. It's not going to be a problem. Let's go over here, actually. Collect that. There we go. And I believe the last happy flower is actually in an invisible cloud right here. There we go. I'm actually going to check real quick to make sure I didn't miss any beads. Or beads and invisible blocks. I'm gonna call them blocks. Proton John has me in the bad habit of calling them blocks. Speaking of Proton John, we can take an egg, leave an egg, and go in the goal. So, actually, like in the original Yoshi's Island as well, if you collect a flower, you do have a chance of getting a bonus minigame at the end of a stage, which, that's pretty cool as well. So what do we got here? Got all 5 of the happy flowers. Got all 5 of the Wonder Wool, and got all 20 of the stamp tokens. So that stage is complete. Look at how Yoshi happy is. No, look at how happy Yoshi is. It's so cute. I love this game. Like I said, the new Super Marissa Land was the game of cute, and it really is. That is an adorable game, but this game also has a lot of cute to it as well. And there we go. You got a power badge that lets you skip courses. You can use it in mellow mode. Alright, that would be good for new players, I guess. But more importantly, we knitted our friend back together. We have Flower Yoshi. Look at him, he's so cute. And the Yoshi hut has just appeared on Craft Island. Who's in there? Actually, we can check, but first, let this cutscene play out. There's a shy guy bouncing around adorably there, so check that in later. So, back on Craft Island, there's actually quite a few buildings here, and some of them will actually appear later on in the game as well. For now that we've been the first stage, we, of course, have the Yoshi hut, which enables us to pick any one of the specific Yoshi various skins, I guess, that we've unlocked. So, yep, you can switch your Yoshi or save a design color combo to a Yarn Yoshi amiibo, which I have all three of those, actually. We have Green Yoshi, Red Yoshi, and Flower Yoshi, and that's a triple Yoshi Exploshi, if I were to say anything about that. You know, it's enough to even make a grown man like me say, whoa-shi. Sorry. We've also got the Scrapbook Theater, which allows you to view the various enemies, and it's also the game's sound test mode. And we've got the Amiibo Hut, which enables you to use any one of the various Amiibo costumes you have. I don't know if these carry over between save files. They do not. Which is great. I guess I'll show off some of my Amiibos later. No, I don't have any of them like within arm's reach. So maybe I'll start the next episode by showing off some of the Amiibo costumes, but for now I'm not really worried about it. It's kind of a shame because I've got like 12 Amiibo I could use, or no, that's 10 Amiibo. No, 11 of them I can use. 11 of them I can use because I've technically got 2 Mario ones with the pixelated 8-bit retro Mario and the Smash Brothers Mario. We'll see. So let's go to 1-2, Bounce About Woods. Power badges. You can exchange beads for badges that give Yoshi special powers. I'm gonna try not to use power badges, but for collecting stuff, I might go back through some of the stages and use power badges. As you progress through the game, more and more of these badges become available, and there's specific ones that I'll actually really want to use when it comes to collecting things, but we'll see. But for now, let's give... Well, that's a little bit creepy. Somebody's trying to write their own Yoshi's Woolly World crappy pasta here. Not a fan of that. I'm also not used to playing as just regular green Yoshi. I picked the blue save file when I first played this game. By the way, I haven't actually 100%ed this game. I'm probably not gonna, like, fully, 100% this game in this speedrun, but... Not speedrun. Why did I say this? But I've been watching AGDQ as well. That's certainly something. I was watching a ton of that earlier this week, and the Final Fantasy IV run was actually like that. I didn't know that there was so much cool shit you could do in Final Fantasy. Should stop cursing. I swear like a sailor. Why couldn't I swear like a pirate instead? It's like, you say the F word, but you also accent it with a lovely dose of R. That'd be great. So I believe this is a stage that... I think this stage gives us our first Yarn Yoshi transformation as well, but I can't remember, right? I tried not to pay too much attention to the transformation gimmick because, I mean, it's cool. I'm just... When it comes to how good the platforming is in this game. Like, I don't know if it's just me, but when I see something that's a really good platform game, I tend to focus more on the platforming elements of it. And when it comes to things like a transformation gimmick or something like that, I really don't pay that much attention to that because it's not the straight up platforming. I don't know, I may be the only one who does that, but sometimes I like my games to be simple. Ha! I like that, too. So of course we've got these little shy guys on balloons. It's a very cute thing. I'm gonna be calling this game cute a lot, because this game really is. Like, there are very cute games out there, and Kirby's Epic Yarn, which is by the same company that did this, this is a game by Goodfeel. But Kirby's Epic Yarn, that is also a very, very cute game. Get that smiley flower going. And I guess to be fair, I mean, the Yoshi games in general are usually pretty damn cutesy too. Which, I mean, doesn't necessarily detract from the fact that some of them are tough as nails. I've heard that Yoshi's Island DS is actually, like, legitimately pretty tough. And there were some levels of the original Yoshi's Island that I remember as a kid were just like, these are so difficult. Of course, I don't know if I'd find them, you know, to be all that difficult nowadays. I actually have trouble on some of the main levels, but, you know, I managed to get to World 4 without too much of any problem last time I played, so that was certainly something. Alright, here we have our first instance of transformation. Umbrella Yoshi! Once Yoshi catches the breeze, he'll float like he's weightless. So these transformation segments, I actually do have to say, are kind of nifty because they impose time limits onto the things that you're doing. So there is actually a time limit on this little Umbrella Yoshi stage. But there are these items you can pick up as well that give you time extensions. Usually there's at least a Wonder Wool in these transformation sections. I don't think they have any flowers in them, but I could be wrong because it's been a while. And not like that one song. Never mind. Probably better off not referencing that song. I don't know who did that song. It sounds like a Nickelback song, so I'm going to assume it was a Nickelback song, but I can't remember actually if Proton John's last Fortune Cookie stream actually confirmed that it was not a Nickelback song. And I don't know, Nickelback's not, you know, like, completely terrible. They're just bad, if that makes any sense. There's a door here, but we gotta break down the wall. I'm very surprised that I missed that same shot against that same block 3 times in a row. Very impressive. So let's actually get up here. Grab these little beads. Nice and happy little beads. Yo. Okay, well, we can get a nice lovely purple yarn ball from that at least. Actually gonna check around to make sure there's no winged clouds that I missed. How are we doing on pickups? We're doing pretty alright. This also might be a little bit of a slower paced game than some people may want from a Let's Play, but, and you know what? If this is gonna be 2016, the year that I actually finally, hopefully do a decent LP, I've got to start with a game that I truly like. And I don't know, there's other games that I'm probably going to LP this year as well, but for now, Yoshi is my very, very cuddly priority. Actually, one of these days I may have to get the, God, was it Way Forward that did the remake of A Boy and His Blob? You know, that old NES game, they did a remake for the Wii? Because I've heard that that is kind of adorable because it has a hug button. Like, that game has a designated hug button, and does that not sound like the best thing? Because to me, that sounds like majorly good. I don't know. I'm just kind of a sucker for cute stuff, but we'll see. Alright, we got those points again. Let's see the results. Got another perfect. I'm your other Yoshi. I can see why you're the other. No, you know what? All Yoshis are adorable, and that weird Kermit the Frog looking thing, that's cute too. I'll say it. Got a new power badge, which I believe this is the one that gives you automatically big yarn balls? I don't know, but we did get Treetop Yoshi. Look at how happy he is. And we got to the next stage. So, ooh, this looks like a cave of some sort. Cave of Chomp rocks. So let's confirm my suspicion. Yep, that makes all the yarn balls in a stage big, which, you know, I can see where that could be very helpful, because the big yarn balls, you can actually, they kind of are a penetrating weapon, in a sense. Yeah, they're exactly like a charged up Machina shot in Team Fortress 2. It's totally like that. Definitely. Chomp Rock. Alright. Are you ready for some Chomp Rock puzzle solving? Because I am. I've always kind of liked the whole, you know, Chomp Rock mechanic going through the sponge blocks. It's always something that I like that about the original Yoshi's Island, except I don't have any eggs. Or artificial eggs substitute. I don't know, I don't think I can make this game exciting if I don't have any yarn balls. See what I did there? Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs? Let's go. So I guess I should also talk a little bit as well about what various yarn Yoshis I'm going to be using. I'm probably going to be sticking with the default green for now, but there are certain ones that I actually really like in this game. And we'll see. Of course, we've got a lovely little cave here. I forgot which cave music this is. I've actually got my TV's volume quite low because, well, obviously I don't want to have this picking up over the mic. You know, I should probably be playing this on the gamepad because I can plug in headphones on that. And then I wouldn't have to worry. But, eh. Let's go, Yoshi! There we go. And of course, do a little bit of smackdown. Ooh. That piranha plant did not appreciate that. So I guess another thing I should cover is, unlike in a lot of the previous Yoshi games, you can't actually directly kill the piranha plants using a egg or a yarn ball, as the case may be in this stage. You actually have to get them with a jump. But the only way you can actually jump on them is if you clamp their mouth shut with a yarn ball. Sounds kind of weird when you think about it like that. So, get this. Okay, that's just for beads. Not too worried about it, but that's a Wonder Wool. I am too worried about that. And that's Wonder Wool number 2. Where am I missing stuff? Oh no. That's always going to be the big pain in the butt with these kinds of stages, because you just... It's so easy to miss stuff in the sponge. There's some stuff. Well, I mean, we can always come back for things as well, and one of the things that I'm actually really glad they added into this game is, in the original Yoshi's Island, you had to collect all the pickups in a single run of the stage. Which, you know, that's all fine and dandy, great and challenging, but it gets really tedious. In this game, you don't have to do that. You can just, you know, if you miss something, come back to it later. which I think is actually really nice, and, you know, it's a great way of doing things. Alright, moment of truth. Yeah, Mr. Wonderwool somewhere, so we will have to go back. Anyway, here's Wonderwool. Anything else that I miss? See, when I miss a Wonderwool or a Happy Flower like that, I just get really... Okay, we have seen a Happy Flower. We have seen a... Oh, right, you can't jump on those. But you can eat them. Forgot all about those nipper plants. I mean, I think it's kind of really nifty that they brought all these classic, like, OG Yoshi characters back. It really adds a lot of charm to this very, very charming game. And you know, everything's like a plushie or a yarn thing of some kind. Everything's like fabric or something you'd expect to have something to do with crafts, which I really like that. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so we're not missing any Happy Flowers right now. Just missing, you know, some Wonderwool. There's something suspicious going on. What? Okay, I'm very confused as to how I did that, but something suspicious down here. Ah. There's another Wonderwool that I earned. Let's grab all these beads while we're at it. And as you can probably tell, the beads can actually be used as currency. You can exchange the beads for power badges, which I think I mentioned that, but if I didn't, you can use money to buy things. You can use all the money to buy all the things. Look around. Oh, I need an egg. Yo, Wesker, can you spawn me an egg? Ugh. Yeah, I knew that I'd be suffering some complete global saturation from that nipper plant right there. Okay. Oh, that was just for money. I don't need your money. Yoshi does not need your filthy money. Ooh, actually I should get those as eggs. Well, there's probably an egg block of some kind. I guess another thing I should mention is, in the original Yoshi's Island, you could kind of ricochet eggs off of objects, and you'd get different rewards when they hit something. So, you know, if an egg was yellow, you'd get coin. If an egg was red, you'd get a couple of stars, you know, health. And if an egg was glowing, flashing, seizure egg, you'd get a red coin from it. This game does not have that. And I think that's honestly kind of for the better. You know, you don't have to keep track of that, and certainly you don't have to do that annoying shit where, oh, I have to save this, you know, glowing seizure egg until the end of the stage. Otherwise I miss out on a red coin and have to redo the stage from the very beginning. I'm very glad that Yoshi's Woolly World does not have any of that. Egg. There we go. Let's eat that for our fourth Smiley Flower? Yeah, fourth. Go forth with the stench of destiny. And... do some throwing. Okay, there's nothing over there, so... You kind of get... I don't know. There's something I'd like to call the Yoshi's Woolly World sense, where you just... You get this kind of paranoia. There's collectibles everywhere, and you don't want to miss a thing, you know? I don't want to close my eyes. I don't want to fall asleep, because I miss you. One Wonderwool at the beginning. And I don't want to miss a thing. That was not what I was hoping to do. I kind of wish there was a way to instantly throw up in this game. A way to instantly vomit all over your foes, like bleh. Actually, I should get that shut. No, never mind. I don't need to get that Shy Guy. Maybe I needed to get that Shy Guy. I needed to get that Shy Guy. Respawn? Respawnsies? Respawnsies, please? Respawn? Because I think the last flower is in... Gosh darn it. Ah, dingy dang. Whatever. We cleared the stage. That was a 31-minute recording, so... I wonder if I should just go back at the end of the world for each collectible that I missed, or if I should just go back at the end of each episode for collectibles. I don't know. You can leave your suggestions in the comments, but for now, you know, that was a 31-minute recording of Yoshi's Woolly World. It did get some important story bits out of the way, but that was certainly something. So, I guess in the next episode we're going to be taking on the first fortress level at least, which is always great. Everything's free! Oh, right, the power badges always go on sale for a limited time too. Batteries sold separately. But, in the next episode... yeah, I think I'll just do everything at the end. But now I feel kind of bad about the Yoshi in that stage. Maybe I'll start the next episode with it. I don't even know. But I'll see you guys later. This is TalesFireRaga signing out. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you are having a wonderful day.